Alright, welcome back to another edition of Attract Mode here on Lady Arcaders, everyone. It is Mina here, and give me a second. I had to mute the Twitch stream because I could hear myself, and that was very distracting. So yeah, as usual, glad you're all here with us tonight. Thank you so much for your support. Could not do what we do without you. Now, for those of you in the audience who may be less familiar with us, glad you're here. Welcome on in. Lady Arcaders is an all-women's gaming collective inclusive of all women in gaming. Doesn't matter where you land on the gender spectrum or in the gaming hobby. If you think Lady Arcader describes you best, feel free to join us in our cozy private community. You can hit !Discord for more information. And if you're not someone who could be identified as a Lady Arcader, we're still glad you're here, and we invite you to join that public Discord and stay up to date on all of our happenings. Now, this show, Attract Mode, normally run every Thursday at 9 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. all times Eastern, and we showcase all sorts of cool game-related content. We got speedruns, deep dives into lore, behind-the-scene information, crafts, all sorts of stuff. And we're always looking for new stuff to show off. So if you have anything that you think might be a good fit for our show, head on over to ladyarcaders.com/start and submit it. We'd love to have you on the show. We are currently scheduling into the last few spots for May, so get your submissions in. Now, as far as tonight goes, my good friend BeamQueenSol is going to be taking on Kirby Fighters 2, which, surprisingly enough, is a fighting game involving Kirby. Who knew? I will let her explain the rest, because this game is wild. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Wild is a bit of an understatement with the stuff that can happen in this game, and there's a lot of things. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hi, I'm BeamQueenSol, or just Sol. I speedrun a lot of this series, and today I'm speedrunning this game. The best way to describe this game is, imagine a Kirby game, but instead of like you run around, use abilities, and you maybe fight a few enemies. What if we took that and made it a platform fighter? And also added weird roguelite things. But also, before we start, I'd like to introduce Alara, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Alara. I don't play or speedrun this game, and I'm just here to have a fun time and chat with friends. I'm here to learn.
Vale has also brought up Sosei's Emissary. Yes, there's also that. I've done that once. It uses a lot of Meta Knight. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this, because there's a few things to probably go over as we start. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, I'm gonna kind of skip over this. The short version, Meta Knight and DDD are just kind of like, hey, we want to do friendlies. However, Meta Knight probably wrote the letter, and it's filled with very, let's just say Meta Knight, probably just decided things that went way over Kirby's head, and Kirby's just like, okay, well, I'll find a buddy and I'll go, I guess. So we're using Sword. We have nothing better right now. We start with basically nothing. And this is kind of the story mode. You have several towers of increasingly more floors, increasing floors, increasing fights. This one's simple, it's just 5 floors. Kind of just gets you used to the idea. Also gives you a very quick rundown of how the controls work. You're gonna see this opponent here, the doughy staff. The titles do nothing but flavor, and it's very interesting. Also, we're just gonna be attacking them in the corner a lot. Ideally. Sometimes they don't like to be in the corner. So we're gonna put them back in the corner.
So we're just juggling them the whole way through.
Ideally. Sometimes they don't like to be juggled. And sometimes other things happen, like the buddy, our little CPU-controlled friend. They do their best. Unfortunately, sometimes they're like, hey, would you like this food I just got? And then they'll just kind of get in your way. You'll knock you out of your rhythm, and then they get away, and then you have to chase them down again. Or other times they might get attacks in and send them flying on you because they use like their finisher move. Anyways, between floors, we have these little items that will show up. There are various different ones. For chapter 1, it is only these stones and food. These are different effects. For example, the one I just grabbed was attack. It means our attacks do more damage. Sword slashy does more hurty. There's also charge speed, which means our charge attacks come out sooner, which is basically our spin attack like this. That worked out perfectly.
Sword slashy does more hurty is one of my favorite phrases of all time now.
But yeah, quick charge will let our stuff like our spin attack come out faster, and that becomes very important later, but not for sword. Not for sword. Sword comes out pretty quick. There's also health that'll give you more maximum health. And there's a couple of others. But yeah.
Alright, so I've been led to believe that this is the one game where Kirby does not suck. Is that correct?
Right. Our Y button is what is called gobble. So instead of like doing an inhale, like the whole thing like he does there, he just kind of like does like a quick kind of grab. We don't really use it. It doesn't really help us much. You might see the buddy do it a few times, and definitely you will see the enemies do it because they do not want me to stay here. Also that thing, that is the buddy blaster. It does a really big beam attack. You know what? I will demonstrate it. I will demonstrate it. This is very slow, so we don't normally use it. But if we hit this enemy, come on, perfect. You did this really long cutscene. A giant beam fires at them, and it does a lot of damage. As so.
I see.
So,
it's a final smash. I got you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Does the buddy just replace the player 2 that would normally be
yes,
there?
you can play this with a friend, but it is local only.
That makes me sad.
I wish this had online, because the 2-player run of this would be interesting, but alas.
So those stones, are those permanent power-ups?
They are permanent for the current chapter. When you start the next chapter, you'll be back to 0. This is what I mean by being kind of roguelite-y. Because you basically start from baseline every time, and then you build up. And also it's random. That is a crackler. We don't want that.
I just appreciate that your buddy is a Waddle Dee with a do-rag.
Yes, that is Bandana Waddle Dee. He, is a very good friend. Unfortunately, the buddy is not very smart sometimes. Also, I did see Peacock mention, something about the buddy being revived and immediately being hit by a train. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen. This game has a mind of its own and a bit of a sense of humor. You can and will see that happen.
So, is there any strategy to which upgrades you pick, or is it just whatever's on the left because it's fastest?
It depends on what we have. Best case, we want it. For sword, we just really want attack. We don't really want anything else, if we can help it. We do grab a little bit of charge speed if there's nothing else better. Again, faster spin still means more damage. Otherwise, it is pretty much anything else that will help in that. For example, there are stickers that you'll see starting from chapter 2. For example, there's like a mint leaf sticker, an explosive sticker, and that makes the respective thing do more damage. Oh, that was actually really good.
I'm comforted by the fact that the first boss of this game is a tree.
It's Wispy, but now there's 2 of them.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Kirby game if the first boss wasn't some permutation of Wispy Woods.
Is this the first time we have 2 Wispy Woods, though? I feel like
no,
no,
Superstar had it first, from that game. And it's basically the same idea here. Also, we're gonna go to the home menu and, just go back in game. Because otherwise, there's like a big scene where you get, all the fighter points that you've accumulated from your store. All the unlocks that come from that, a little extra story thing that says about, oh, okay, well, you know, DDD and Meta Knight weren't here, so guess we're going to chapter, guess we're doing another tower run. And that's long, so we just skip all of it. As soon as the game says we're done, we can just close it and reopen it, and now we're in chapter 2. This is where things start becoming more random, because chapter 1, Chapter 1's like very static about what it gives you for the most part, other than maybe the levels. Like you might get a level 2 attack zone instead of a level 1. Here is where we start seeing other items, and also it's 10 floors. It's a little bit longer. Also, there's a hot dog. We don't really care about it because we're at full health.
Corner slashy sword does more damage.
Yes. And sometimes the buddy gets a good attack in like that, and that's it.
Good job, buddy.
So, yeah,
I really
We appreciate you, buddy.
how all these stages are like based on iconic Kirby moments. Like this is like clearly the artist guy's boss fight that I can't remember his actual name.
actually, that's just a stage from Triple Deluxe.
Wow, I was wrong.
It's just a
bad
stage from
Kirby
Triple
fan.
Deluxe. It actually has the same mechanic. These hands like pop out and try to hit you.
See, the
I'm
problem
gonna go
is,
hide my shame.
I loved and I adored the like early Kirby games, like back in the original Game Boy era stuff, and I loved Kirby's Air Ride on the GameCube.
I need to play
But
that
I
game
played
more.
so much Air Ride that now it's just supplanted all my other Kirby memories.
Yeah, that's kind of the air ride experience.
There's just a giant generation of Kirby fans who associate Kirby with a racing game.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that here, but we do have a stage with trains in it, if that counts.
That counts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take this mint leaf sticker for a very important reason, and it's called, the game really wants to give you mint leaves. If one shows up on the ground and your buddy grabs it, they will go to you, they will make you take it, and then suddenly you're doing air puffs. And these don't normally do a lot less damage than our sword will. With the sticker, we do 2 damage. It's actually multiplicative over the course of 3. So it'll be 2x, 4x, and finally 8 times damage. And somehow the buddy actually ignored that one. I'm surprised.
So we're literally taking the suboptimal thing because the game's gonna force us to do the bad.
Eventually. It's never a question of if it'll do it, it's a question of when.
I just congratulated the buddy and this makes me sad. I take it back. No more good buddy.
The buddy's legitimately actually most of the time pretty good about things, but yeah, the mint leaf is one of the few things that it's not.
Is mint leaf only a thing for this tower?
No, it's just an item that can show up. Also, welcome to my least favorite mechanic, the speedy stage, which is everyone moves at double speed and has really high jumps. Everyone is Luigi now.
But go fast.
Yeah, unfortunately, that means they also dodge everything. By the way, mint leaves are evil. Case in point. What was that? Gooey? What was that movement? Hold on. I've never seen Gooey fly backwards like that. That's a new one.
GUI gets to do whatever they want. They're a free GUI.
They are, but unfortunately that was not what I wanted. I've never seen it do that puff and then fly backwards like that. Okay, we'll take this. Speedier spin is still more damage. Also, we're gonna one-spin attacks anyway for this fight. So, this is Duo Edge. They're both really big swordsmen. One has a regular sword, the other one is flaming.
So is it like a mini-boss kind of situation?
Kind of, except, you know, they're treated more like a natural boss.
I'm gonna take a wild guess game mechanic here, Wise. It's 5 more stages per tower, and every 5 stages there's a mini-boss.
No, not quite. You're right about the 5 more, but only in reference to, Chapter 3.
So it's not 5, 10, 15, 20,
It is,
25.
5, 10, 15, 30, 50.
Okay. That escalated quickly. Got it.
It does, in fact, escalate very quickly. And so do they. Out of this fight, that is.
Is it still a mini boss every 5 stages?
No. For chapter 3, it is about the halfway point around floor 7. And then for chapter 4, it is every 10 floors. And then 5 is weird. By the way, we unlocked Beam. We're not using it.
But your name is BeamQueenSol. You have to.
I feel like you're contractually obligated to use it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I could, but it is slower.
So what I'm hearing is eventually we'll do Beam percent.
Sadly, no, because Beam does not unlock at the start of the game. It unlocks at level 10, and that means you have to go a decent while before you can actually do it. Which is unfortunate. Trust me, I would do it otherwise. Okay, I dropped my rhythm, but that's fine. Now they're in the corner. There's Krako. Hopefully Krako doesn't do anything right now.
Can he only ever do bad things?
Yes, like that. And sometimes it works out in our favor.
So it's not always just bad things.
No, it's just bad things to someone. And the ideal is that it's not bad things to us. Krako just doesn't like anyone. I'm gonna grab that so they don't.
Look, Krako's just vibing, okay? They're here enjoying the run, doing what clouds do.
Yep, they're just vibing in the distance. What's a little torrential downpour between friends? Or lightning strike, or...
They are very theatrical, and they want to help you because they know you want to be singing in the rain.
Fair enough.
I also understood that reference.
Also, some of these titles get weird, like you have Half-Baked Gooey. I would hope that's the case with their name.
And back to the corner we go.
Yep. Aside from Dewey, who is managed to not really cooperate, but there's DDD doing just a random bit there. Now you're gonna throw stuff.
I know I've seen this stage before, and I'm trying to remember what game it's from.
This is a Superstar reference.
Okay.
It is based on his arena from that game. In fact, you can see the same audience from that game. Minus Mario and Luigi and them. They're absent. They didn't get tickets this time.
See, you say that, but I'm getting big Saturday Night Slam Masters vibes from that stage, so I think that's a Capcom crossover.
Okay, hear me out. We did a NES versus Capcom game, and it's technically Nintendo versus Capcom. Put Kirby in that. Let's just see what that does.
Hey, as long as I can play Dictator, I'm good.
Crap.
Yeah, you're not ready. I can paint the fence.
No, I'm not.
Bye, Mr. Hammer.
Mr. Hammer.
Well, they're the Wild Hammer.
But we don't want them to attack us. Hammer is actually surprisingly obnoxious. If you let them do anything.
Yeah, that tracks. It's usually been one of the harder hitting weapons in regular Kirby games.
Oh, it still is.
That would change here.
Oh, it still is here. In fact, you'll be seeing that soon.
Can you get the suplex move though?
Kind of. We have Wrestler, which does that.
Oh, I'm running this game. I'm so in.
Unfortunately, Wrestler is really fun to use, but Wrestler is sadly slow.
I don't care. I need the suplex.
But otherwise, it's your classic grapple character, and everyone loves grapple characters in fighting games, right?
The children yearn for the Sunset Flip Powerbomb.
I feel like I need to not say anything right now as a grapple character player.
I feel like I'm suddenly reminded of that whole thing Reina did with the blind guilty deer. Not guilty deer, Under Night in Birth.
Oh, is everyone still having like flashbacks to my character choice?
baby. Alright, so this is the part in my splits I call this Waddle Dees in a trench coat. I'm not gonna elaborate. It'll make sense. It'll make sense. Don't worry about it.
But there's something about those two.
I don't know. I see DDD and Meta Knight. I don't know what you're on about.
I just heard a really cool roar, so I'm happy. I got everything I needed out of this encounter already.
So we're gonna go over here into the corner. They're gonna do this attack with the Gordos. I'm gonna kind of time this and spin so I don't get hit.
I love how it's like all the traditional Kirby moves for these two. The only sad part is we're not shooting the star back at DDD.
You can actually do that. The stars can be grabbed.
Oh, so instead of blowing the stars at DDD, you yeet them?
You actually gobble them and then spit them out like you normally would.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Also, our King and Knight are in another tower.
Rude? Why would you deny me this? They were right there. That's it. That was the goal. We had to stop DDD and Meta Knight, who were
Yeah,
doing
but
friendly
they are not DDD and Meta Knight. They are Waddle Dees in a trench coat.
I feel lied to.
I understand.
This was false advertising.
But hey, speaking of hammer, now it is our turn
hammer
on.
time?
It is our turn on the Switch, and that means this wrestler should be spared. Also, this is the stage with trains.
They look like Armika. I love that.
Do you always grab that as a buddy, or do you pick different buddies as you unlock more later?
For chapter 4 is when we start we did use Kirby as a buddy, and then we are just going to use Hammer Kirby from that point as our buddy.
Wait, so we got another Kirby to be our Kirby buddy?
Yes. They are yellow.
There's a Kirby buddy.
Also, hey, we unlocked Fighter. That's nice to know. It'll be very important later.
Now, are the unlocks in a static order, or does it change every time you play through?
They are a static order. It is actually dictated by your fighter's rank. That's how the unlocks happen.
Okay, so you mentioned this is a roguelite. So where does the roguelite come into play? Is it the upgrades that you get when you move up a part?
It's just the upgrades.
I see.
It's the upgrades and the fact you start from 0 each time.
All right, back at the Saturday Night Slam Master stage. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, sir. In fact, we do be slamming. And there's your close-up for DDD, just in case you wanted it.
DDD jump scaring us here.
I wasn't ready for the DDD to just do like the little toasty bit, and then zoom in. Perfect.
I mean, it's a fighting game. It's fitting. I feel like this is completely acceptable.
Yeah, I mean...
Look, we had the Mina reference mask already. We had the toasty. We've talked about Guilty Gear. We've talked about In Birth. We're just covering all the bases.
It
the
is a
towers
fighting
are
game.
clearly Mortal Kombat.
We need some Street Fighter next.
Oh, don't worry, that's coming. Don't worry about it. That's coming.
Well, I mean, technically Armika is Street Fighter.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I think
by the way,
mainline.
turns out this wrestler needs some milk.
Oh yeah, milk makes your bones grow strong.
Not strong enough for them, though.
That's unfortunate.
We're
Anyway,
still breaking bones with a hammer.
anyways, our strat doesn't change a whole lot. It's just now we use hammer because hammer does more damage.
I see.
Also, we finally have another thing we're going to like seeing, boss badges. So these amplify your damage on every boss for the current chapter. You can get up to 4 of them. They are incredibly useful, and we hope to see them sooner rather than later. Ideally, we get them before we deal with too many bosses. Alternately, it gives us it starting from 438 out of 50 in Chapter 5, and they were just sad for the whole time.
Oh no.
Alright, so here's what I'm wondering. Is there any way that you can manipulate the RNG that you have found as a community, or is
we have found nothing
control?
for that for any of the Switch games, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, because, you know, it's the future.
If we were to ever find
bird,
one, that'd be
bird.
cool.
I don't remember the bird's name, but I love the bird.
Yes, Dynablade. She's around. For some reason, they just used her Superstar Ultra Sprite. Oh,
So-
okay, very good luck on that.
Are there any old, like, memorable Kirby bosses that don't show up?
Several, because of the bosses, we have Twin Woods, we have Duo Edge, we have trying to remember these. Actually, no, I think there's only like 4 sets of bosses, and it's Twin Woods, Duo Edge, Shadow Kirby, from Amazing Mirror, yes, that one,
From Mega Man 3.
and then DDD and Meta Knight.
Okay, so you don't get to see that John from Kirby's Adventure, then, the witch dude.
No, but it's some representation. And we get to see Dynablade, even if just for a little bit.
Yeah,
I love
I'm gonna show up
Dynablade.
like that as like a hazard. Like Dynablade's a hazard. She actually does pretty much the same attacks she actually does in her boss fight.
I'm
trying to say for Cracker does a lot of the same stuff it does in its fights.
Trying to remember the name of that John from Kirby's Adventure now. God, I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Trying to think of which one you're thinking of.
The actual final boss that's not DDD.
Oh, Nightmare. Nightmare is not in this.
Is it really just Nightmare? Is
It is
Nightmare in
just-
Dreamland
his
just
name-
a literal title?
His name is Nightmare. I don't know what to tell you.
I hate this franchise.
The one that was like a secret boss.
No, he's not a secret boss. He's like the actual boss of Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah, it's actually the final boss. Yeah,
But didn't you have to
he's
grab
just-
some
he's
stuff
just-
to fight him?
it's just called the
No.
Nightmare.
Maybe confusing it with a different game then, because I remember there was a Kirby game that I played growing up that had like a boss you had to collect a bunch of stuff to fight.
Yeah, I
You
think
might
you're
be
mixing
thinking.
it up.
Well, you talked about Game Boy ones. Maybe Dreamland 2 by chance. Also, we like this. This gives us an extra item for every item floor. So instead of 3, we get 4 selections. It's just more
Ooh.
rolls. It's just more. More rolls means more items means better consistency for hopefully what we need. But yeah, you might be thinking Dreamland 2 with the dark matter fight.
Yeah, because you have to fight Nightmare. Like, the entire point of Chapter 8 of the original Kirby's Adventure is, like, the shmup fight into the moon fight with Nightmare.
By the way, if you're wondering, why did you win boss badges? This is why. Bosses get shredded.
I just love that Wispy Woods can jump. I'm, like, so happy for them.
It's even better if you catch them, if you get the phase transition while they're doing it, because they'll actually just leap backwards into position. But you'll see them like come at you and then suddenly back off, and it's almost more comical when it happens.
I'm here for this stompy animation.
It's a very good animation.
But yeah, Okay, hopefully we are actually back now. Sorry about that. Ted can be Ted sometimes.
Tech's haunted.
Ted
Yes.
is haunted.
Ted is haunted. Anyways, as long as we're good to go, I will resume in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, and now back to what we've been doing, which is throw enemies into the corner and hope for the best, and Dewey is kind of not doing what he needs. There we go, now he's being nice, thank you.
See, if this was Guile, they wouldn't mind being in the corner, but it's not Guile.
And there's two. You might remember that. You might remember him from Dreamland 2 and Dreamland 3, where you mashed a button a lot to fly around.
Yeah, Bird Friend.
Bird Friend is good friend.
And if I didn't play Dreamland 2?
You should.
Then you don't remember, I guess.
I don't know. Okay, fair enough.
You should. It's on Switch. If you have NSO.
I don't have NSO or a Switch.
There are other ways to play the game, and that's all I will say.
That's illegal. You can't be out here talking about emulating a Nintendo game.
We were talking about buying an old Game Boy, but sure.
Okay, understandable. You wouldn't download a car.
Actually, you know what? I want this come here. Perfect. Thank you.
You just scream at a microphone and it's over.
Yes.
Just like me, for real!
You know how it is? You stream it to a microphone and, yeah. Yeah, I had done the countdown for that. That's fine. It happens. We are here to PB and fun.
And we're all out of PB. Wait, wrong thing.
Do we have jelly?
That depends. Do you want to be jelly of the PB?
I don't run this game yet, but
Would you like to?
What type of jelly?
Honestly, probably
strawberry or grape.
If it's strawberry, I'm in.
Same. Oh, same. Also, shout outs to the factory stage from Kirby 64, complete with the giant hammers that like to crush you.
So, at what point do we unlock Yellow Kirby and say goodbye to our do-rag friend?
That'll be once we're done with this chapter, which we are very, very rapidly approaching.
I see. Not looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, there's also some other stones we have now. One that is recovery item up, so if we grab that, food will give us more health. There's also Dose Stone, where if we are KO'd, we turn into a dose after a bit. If we hit someone, we can revive ourselves, but if both of us fall, then the match is over and we have to restart it. Luckily, for the first 4 chapters, this isn't terribly important outside of we lose time because the stage has to reload.
I'm concerned that the Waddle Dee decided that instead of fighting, they're going to just jump into the middle of the stage.
That happens. So sometimes they're doing their best. I'm not gonna be there.
I feel like Duragdy needs to play some Smash Bros and learn and practice.
He's doing his best.
They're trying. They're trying.
It's your younger sibling that you give the Mad Catz controller to.
Oof.
Wow,
did I hit a nerve there? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm an only child, but I can identify the reference.
Same.
Okay, I understand.
Same. Same. Okay, and in fact, I was the person who would sometimes buy those and use them. Yeah,
shout outs to all of the younger dynamic folks out there who were forced to use the bad controller.
Yeah, honestly, we're sorry. I hope you understand. We couldn't afford another of the proper one.
Oh, I make no apologies. You played NFL Blitz with the D-pad and you liked it in my house.
Wow, okay. So I hope you like base boosting.
Base boosting?
Yeah, so the zap weapon, every time you get the thing fully charged, you hear this little bass drop, and then it fires a shot at them.
So
like imagine Flood dabbing, but he doesn't have arms.
How can you dab without arms?
chat, quick poll. Were you a good controller user, a younger sibling user, or an only child?
How do you do it without arms? With a great degree of difficulty.
I see.
He just plugs himself in, and he dabs in spirit.
I feel like dabbing without arms is just bowing.
That's a fair point.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you got that. Good that Gordo did not hit me. Yeah, yes, that is a ball. It becomes a giant Gordo when you toss it. Any questions, remarks, concerns?
Why?
I'm concerned that we're gonna say goodbye to the Waddle Dee.
It's fine. He just wants to relax.
Pickle, that is completely valid, and I will lump you in with honorary only child.
Yeah, that was kind of my situation growing up. Like, my younger sister, like, she's a gamer too, but we played totally different kinds of games, which, if you've ever watched my personal stream or seen my showcases here, is not that surprising. Plus, I was mainly a PC gamer growing up, so it's kind of hard to share a controller.
Yeah, we're just gonna stream and make that Parasol regret coming nearby. They're working hard, but they're not. But you know, they could use a bit of a they delay down for a bit. It's fine.
I just love the GUI. Like, the way that he moves is so cute.
So what you're telling me is I should totally at some point put get Star Allies into a trap mode and do Death Star's GUI.
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna do a whole Kirby series now.
That could be arranged. I'm just trying to say that could be arranged.
I'm here to watch it. Why not?
You've seen unhinged lore rant with Reina. Now it's time for unhinged speed runs.
I feel like that's just most of my speedruns.
Yeah, the last thing that Lady Arcaders needs is me playing Great Cave Offensive. That's all I'm saying.
Great Cave Offensive race?
I mean, actually, the joke there is I put the offensive in Great Cave Offensive, and I will say a bunch of really out-of-pocket stuff.
Yeah, so this time it's actually the team. The team and design are actually real. This is their actual patterns that they start doing. There will be some variations the further along we go. The buddy is trying, they're fine, it's okay. And yes, I did jump into that. We have the health to just face taint and keep hitting the hammer, and that is a better outcome than having the giant rocks hit us.
Wait, the Meta Knight wasn't in another castle. Why'd they go away?
Meta Knight's dramatic. Meta Knight's very dramatic. Meta Knight's very dramatic.
All right,
Come back here. You're not allowed to go to another castle. We found you. It's over. Game's done.
All right, so I'm gonna ask the important question here. At what point do we stop playing Kirby Fighters 2 and start playing Fire Emblem Engage?
If I ever learn to speedrun, which will not a plan currently.
I mean, a Fire Emblem speedrun is still like 70 hours long.
It's not that long. It's just, but it's mostly lots of menuing, and you don't need to see anything go on.
If you want to learn a shorter Fire Emblem speedrun, may I introduce you to Fire Emblem Warriors?
I have that on. I also have that game.
When am I teaching you the speedrun for that game?
Oh no.
I mean, all I'm saying is because of Fire Emblem crossing over with Shin Megami Tensei for Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that means that all of Fire Emblem is canon to Shin Megami Tensei. And I also learned through that exact same timeline that Shin Megami Tensei is canon to the 2000 US presidential election, and Fire Emblem Tokyo Mirage Sessions takes place in a timeline where Al Gore won. So there's your fun fact for the day.
So
Oh no,
Mark
it's like
for
that. It's
President
like that
won?
one video about the Kingdom Hearts play order.
Yeah, exactly. According to the timeline that I went through, Gore winning leads to Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and Bush winning, which is what actually happened in real life, leads to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which is also canon to Shin Megami Tensei.
I didn't realize I was done in. I didn't realize we were here for Unhinged Lore Rant Shin Megami Tensei now.
I'm hosting it. It's gonna be Unhinged Shin Megami Tensei hours for real.
Okay, but I'm here for this though. When are we doing Shin Megami Tensei Unhinged Rant for our track mode? I want to be here for that one.
I
don't
would be
know.
here for it too.
I don't know. Rana, DM me.
Oh yeah, so we've also unlocked some more things. Most notably, we now have buddy badges based on the other buddies. For example, like there's a badge with Maglore's face on, another one with Dewey's. Collecting those when we do, not if, or sometimes if, we will do triple damage to them. It is just this character dies now, and that's it.
Yes, Piccolo Persona is included because Persona is canon to the main timeline.
Wait, all of SMT happens in one timeline?
Kind of. Like it's kind of like, but not quite like Final Fantasy, wherein like they're kind of like interlinked, but they're not directly related. With the exception of a handful of games, Persona 3, 4, and 5 are confirmed to exist in the same timeline, and I am convinced that Shin Megami Tensei 4 takes place directly after 3, because you're on top of a giant dome, and then you go down into the dome and there's Tokyo, and what happens at the beginning of Shin Megami Tensei 3? You get sealed up inside of a dome. So yeah. Anyways, Piccolo, I'll DM you that timeline because it's wild.
Oh no.
So there y'all go.
What if I died?
Preview of the incoming SMT rant.
Yes.
What if I started?
I will stop derailing the Kirby showcase with SMT talk.
Oh no, you are fine.
This is great. So now unhinged Kirby timeline stuff. Give me unhinged Kirby timeline facts.
Crackro turns bad repeatedly because it hates Kirby that much.
Kirby is post-apocalyptic. I will not elaborate.
No, I know that one. I know that story.
Oh, that's just Shiverstar and Forgotten, and also Forgotten Land in general.
Yeah, Forgotten Land confirmed that theory in my head.
Yeah,
and now I'm just reminded. And now I'm just reminded when that game got announced, and somebody like immediately put it to like Nier Automata music.
I remember that meme. I cackled so hard.
So Meta Knight is also a Kirby, correct?
We're not sure, but he looks reasonably close.
Is Kirby a Meta Knight?
Yes.
How can our eyes be real if I forget the joke and whatever?
So Meta Knight's a Kirby.
We think he's a Kirby. He certainly looks like one.
And then is DDD somehow related to the Waddle Dees?
I don't
Isn't
know
he
if
like the king?
I'm not sure if I want to. I'm not sure if I want to think about that.
You should.
I'd rather not.
Is this a King Cruel situation?
All I know is DDD gets possessed a lot.
Oh, poor DDD.
And luckily, this is a game where that doesn't happen. Until it does. I'm not gonna elaborate.
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna bring up, this game wasn't brought up when Reina did the Unhinged Kirby rant. Oh, by the way, let's move at double speed right now. If it's already going up, it is too late. You're getting hit.
How high up on the ranks do we get?
I forget the exact number, but right now, we just got Buddy Still Up, which is incredibly useful. So the very short version, Buddy Still Up means the buddy is smarter. They will actually start doing like more attacks, so more consistent about doing good things most of the time. In Hammer's case, they are also prone to using Hammer Flip a lot more. Sometimes for the worse, generally for the better. The sooner we see that, the better, but it is one of the quote-unquote super rare items, so it may take a while to show up.
And those are all things you pick between stages.
Yes.
They're not just things you passively get. You have to, like,
you have to actually get them once they're unlocked. And again, just like everything else, they're only for the current chapter. Once we start chapter 5, they are gone. And then we have to hope it shows up again.
And then you get 49 new upgrades.
We do not get that many. Well, chapter 5 is interesting. We'll leave it there for now. Put a pin in it.
So everything works in a certain way, except when it doesn't.
Yes. Yes, that is this game in a nutshell. Like, the corner strat works until it randomly decides it's not working anymore. Stopping the enemy from attacking works until they decide, oh no, I'm gonna actually get an attack in. And then suddenly, I'm struggling to actually do anything. Bosses are consistent.
Corner swingy, hitty hard. That's all I'm gonna say. Corner swingy, hitty hard.
Yes. That is the main strat for like anything that's not a boss. Also, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do this. He's done nothing wrong. But you have to understand, we have to go fast, and that does unfortunately mean we have to take the thing that makes Badanity take a lot of damage. He'll be okay.
What?
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
No, now I'm sad.
Don't worry about it. Worry about these two swordsmen, which we were taking a hammer fight. We were taking hammers to a sword fight.
No, they were not our friend. Durag D was our friend.
And that was Duo Edge. Again, boss badges are really good, and you should always grab them as soon as you get the chance. By the way, we unlocked Whip, not that it matters. Also another hat. We don't use Bomb.
So are the hats the classes in this game?
Yes, pretty much. Or rather, the hats are just extra cosmetics. Like that's another one for Beam. Sadly, that's you cannot use that in the speedrun because it shows up at an extremely high fighter's rank, as in the 80s, which at most we're probably going to be in like the 40s to maybe the 50s by the time we're done.
Is there a new game plus to this?
As in for this game in general, they're pretty much all of them to a point. Like, Shadow Kirby's not unique to Kirby Fighters. It's been a boss from the beginning.
No, I mean, like, is there a new game plus where you start the game with your fighter rank and have all the things?
No, you just, you keep your fighter's rank between all of them.
Yeah, but can I do stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
yes.
all at max level?
You can. You can. It just doesn't really change the fights themselves, really. It changes the items you get. Also, I'm going to take some health because floor 20 for this particular chapter is very rough. It'll be our first appearance of Shadow Kirby for this game. And Shadow Kirby for this mirrors the player's ability. So they'll have Hammer. And I've already mentioned Hammer is a rough ability to deal with. That means Shadow Kirby's going to be kind of hard. Also, we have Speedy Sage, and I don't need to really explain why I don't like Speedy Sage too much. Oh, also pom-poms. The buddy's doing his best. He's cheering us on. You know, as he does.
I don't know. I'm enjoying and vibing to the classic Kirby music.
It's very good music.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chapter 5 is when we're going to get to the point where you don't get to hear much of it.
No. There's a lot of sad happening now.
At least
it's
not Dreamland 3, which 80% is quite literally make everyone sad.
No.
At 80%, you just go through the stages, you don't get to Heart Stars, and everyone is sad, and everyone is also going down to the buddy, because the buddy is now very smart and will in fact try.
And will in fact try.
Yeah, the buddy beforehand was kind of just doing his own thing, kind of cooking here and there. No, now it is time for the buddy to actually cook a 4-course meal.
Now he will in fact try. Oh, that outfit's adorable.
You don't do that outfit until your fighter's rank is into 80s.
Aww.
If not higher. I think it's like one of the last ones you get.
But cheerleader Kirby.
It's adorable. I agree. You do not get to use it for the speed run because it does not show up.
This is all the sad.
And even if it did, staff isn't very good for the run. It's hard to top Hammer's damage. Sword has a better attack speed and general range. Staff is very much in front of you, and that's about it.
No, sometimes you just have to be there.
Pretty much. Also, we're gonna take that. That is called auto guard. Pretty much, there's a chance that when an attack hits us, instead the game will automatically guard for us with perfect timing. So one, we don't take damage. Two, more importantly, it doesn't decrease our guard gauge. You haven't seen that yet because I basically never guard in this game. But you have a gauge, and if that hits 0, yeah, you get into like a sunset. Like they smash when the shield breaks. Same idea.
And we're just not going to talk about the fact that there's a train in the stage.
No, that's just normal.
Nah, that's nothing.
Don't you have a train in your stage?
We're totally not going to talk about the time I had the buddy get knocked out by a train, revive, and then get hit by a train immediately afterwards. Like, does its little animation just like, yay, I'm up again, and then train. All I'm going to say is there's definitely a clip of that happening, and it is hilarious. Also, I'd like to not get hit by the hands. Or Madalore. He's even in the colors from Kirby Clash right now, which is... okay. I see the Beetle here is not playing, and I hope they enjoyed being getting that hands-on experience. Good on the buddy.
Did you just make the hands-on experience fun as the slappy is happening?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I'm gonna die now. I can't.
But sometimes this game wants to reach out.
I'm ashamed I didn't think of that pun, and that's what makes me sad.
Okay, for a second I had a slight bit of panic. I was like, wait a minute, this is chapter 4. This isn't chapter 5 where I have to actually worry about that floor.
Okay, you're not convincing me we're not playing Smash Brothers now. That's Ness, and you're not telling me otherwise.
I'm not gonna also add the part where Kirby totally had that as an attack for a few games.
No, that's Ness.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, he's not okay. And besides, that can't be Ness. It's not ESP Kirby, and that's not in this game. I don't like how my health is actually. We're gonna get this. I'm like, do I want the health? No, I need health, but I need it to actually be health, not max health. There's a difference. Pretty sure that. Oh my god.
Oh, it doesn't give you like a refill when you get max health?
No, it raises your maximum. That's it. Also, pretty sure that's Ness. No. Ness doesn't. Okay, never mind. You know what? Ness does use a yo-yo. Superstar actually did an Earthbound reference with it. Sure.
Thank you, Vale.
We have Ness at home.
We have Ness at home. Yep. That is a thing. We now know what Ness at home looks like.
And that's Tractor deciding to fight is over. That if Tractor deciding to fight is over because Tractor does not like people trespassing, especially Kirby.
Look, Krakow saw the donation incentive for Save or Kill the Kirbys, and they chose speed.
I can't argue that logic, but we're not. But this isn't charity yet. Unless maybe I run this in last, which. Yeah, that's coming up. Submissions are still open for that, for anyone who wants to submit to that. Oh hey, there's the case we lost in Sweet Squad.
Send stuff into last. We want more people. We want to show off your games.
Exactly, I'm pretty sure there is a chat command. I think it's probably like exclamation LASS if you want to know more. Also, we're gonna finally grab that. It just means Magdalore takes more damage. It doesn't matter here. This is Shadow Kirby. He's trying to be rough. He's kind of a wall. He kind of kills your runs.
Call. I think Lady Arcaders won't mind if we plug Lass here.
Have y'all heard about Lass?
So Shadow Kirby. We don't like Shadow Kirby because Shadow Kirby thwacky good.
Shadow Kirby's actually a pretty skilled opponent, and we are really low on health. Oh no.
Shadow Kirby is identifying as a problem.
It's always identifies as a problem and nothing else. Okay, good. Buddy's back up. I'm gonna hit this action star. Give me a sleep. Perfect.
Oh, this is too good.
Oh, that almost was cool. Yeah, you just hit that, please.
There you go. Okay, tiny bit of damage. Come on, you got this, you got this.
Fine. He did it to himself. Okay.
Good job. Nice save.
Yeah, this fight can be very, very scary. There was an alternate strat for Chapter 4 that we use Fighter Sword in here instead. They come out to about the same, but Fighter needs more luck to actually get what it needs. The trade-off is that fight is a lot safer if you use that. I'm gonna take this. We need health.
Can you just change Kirby's at any point?
No. Only at the start of the only when we start the chapter and no overtime.
Okay.
Otherwise, trust me, there would definitely be a strat to not use Hammer there, just purely because Hammer is not fun to deal with. And Shadow Kirby is like, imagine the enemy CPU, except they have Buddy still up, and that's Shadow Kirby.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, we are getting the Mint Leaf a lot right now. The Mint Leaf is showing up a lot. It's fine. We have, this is why we take the Mint Leaf sticker. But we have a lot of Mint Leaves.
Is there a cutoff point where you get so many stickers where you actually want the mint leaves?
Honestly, if it's at a point where we're sitting really good on stats and we don't really need anything else, and even then we're still gonna take the other over a leaf.
No, I know.
If there's nothing else, then we take the Mint Leaf.
I mean more along the lines of, you know, you've gotten 4 or 5 mint leaves. Do you just accept it and just start grabbing them intentionally?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, this wrestler is identifying as a problem. This wrestler is identifying as a problem.
Oh no! Oh no! You got this. Here we go.
The buddy's actually
Buddy doing work. Buddy doing work.
Buddy just soloed that fight for me.
Let's go.
And that's why we did Buddy still up, because the Buddy actually fights.
I don't know about you. Buddy just carried.
But yeah, sometimes the Buddy actually carries a fight, and we love to see it when stuff like that happens.
That was hype.
That was incredibly scary. It's almost like wrestlers the one of the best in the game or something. Not the best for the speed run, best for other stuff. Or Sage Manager, I too identify as a problem. Nope, that's Hammer. That's unfortunate.
Is there any way to avoid that, like, triple hammer?
Yeah, be on the sides, or try to thread the needle between them. Otherwise, no. There are hammers. Run.
So Magic Pixel.
Pixel, be on the sides, or perish.
Okay.
One of those three. Also, I don't like that we've been teetering on low health for several floors now. You know, just chapter 4 hammer themes.
It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's a chance it'll be fine.
We're at like half. We're kind of okay now. And then Fighter has decided to also identify as a problem.
I mean, it makes sense. If you're identifying as a problem and you're a Kirby, that means the other Kirbys also get to do it. It's Kirby equality.
That is fair. Because and Buddy is also identifying as a problem for them.
Buddy is changing my mind real quick. I made fun of Buddy earlier, but Buddy
without Buddy still tries.
But they do have the skill up though.
Yeah, Buddy with Buddy still up tries.
He doesn't just try, he goes hard.
Buddy out here taking names.
He does.
Now imagine if this had online co-op where you could have somebody else be the Buddy.
Well, see, the problem with that is it's a Nintendo game, which means if there was online co-op, there would be 17 seconds of lag.
I can't say a whole lot. This game does kind of have that issue for online, apparently.
Nintendo picture code challenge impossible.
I will say this. Kirby's got some good dance moves in this game as well. That's a pretty consistent thing
Kirby-
across Kirby games. The
Kirby
dance
is
moves are always on point.
He's always schmoovin'.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be seeing at least over around 50 more of those. And some of those are going to come very quickly, I will say. Oh, hey, it's Dewey.
Can we hear you putting in work?
Nope.
Bye, Gooey. We'll miss you.
Nope. Dewey is now in the cubby hole. He'll be fine.
Barely, but legally.
They wanted to go into their little apartment and take a nap.
One that goes to his apartment and take a nap. Yeah, that's basically just I threw him into the wall with Castle low.
It's nap time. You're not gonna blame Gooey for taking a nap.
Oh yeah, also the thing I just grabbed. So that is the cursed auto heal ring. The upside is that it triples our auto heal amount. So for example, if we're getting like 20, we get 60.
You're about to fight King from Tekken, though?
Sure, we have King at home.
And last time we fought King at home, King was a problem and we needed some help.
I mean, he's trying to put in that work right now.
Yeah, you know what? Here, give me that. There we go.
Can't believe you would just eat the lollipop.
But yes, we have King at home, just like we have Armika at home. Eventually Ryu at home.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember seeing a character that is clearly but legally distinct from Ryu when I was watching you stream this over the last few days.
Yes, that would be Fighter Kirby, which, funny enough, the reason it's more Street Fighter-y is actually Capcom's fault.
What?
So, Capcom helped with a couple of games, Amazing Mirror and Street Squad, and Fighter actually got more Street Fighter references thanks to them.
Yeah, I mean, there was a while where Nintendo was kind of having Capcom do a lot of second-party stuff. Because I remember Oracle of Ages and Seasons, the Game Boy Color
the
Zelda
Oracle
games
game
were both Capcom joints.
Also Minish Cap.
Minish Cap was Capcom too? I never played that one.
Yeah, that one was also Capcom, and honestly, most of the stuff they did was pretty good.
I mean, honestly, like, most of what Capcom has done over the years has been pretty good. Like, they occasionally do some, like, questionable business moves, but the games themselves are always solid.
Yeah, we're not
Like,
gonna...
I think the last time I played a bad Capcom game was the original Lost Planet. And that was really more Japanese developer tries to make shooter, like, going exactly how you thought it would, because that's a genre they never really touched.
Yeah, we're not gonna bring up me waiting for more stuff about Monster Hunter Wilds.
Let's not talk about Monster Hunter anything.
You know what we can talk about? Silly Kirby lore. Give me more silly Kirby facts.
We can talk about Dynablade. Dynablade's back, baby. Let's go.
I love Dynablade spoken of in the same mention in the same breath as the Mets.
What?
The Mets, baby, love the Mets.
You can't talk about the Mets in front of a Phillies fan.
Oh.
I'm trying so hard not to say the F word right now.
I feel like I missed something. And I think it's better that way.
Oh, we hate the Mets here in Philadelphia.
Oh.
Like, that's like our like biggest rival no matter what.
Also, I see DDD and Meta Knight are back.
Yes, they're at the top of this tower, and they have some new moves. I'm just gonna spin my hammer a lot.
We're gonna spin, spin, spin till we win, win, win.
Oh my...
I just don't understand how you climb this tower without fighting Motaro. I know this isn't Mortal Kombat, but I feel like Motaro has to show up in every video game tower.
By the way, if you thought we were done, we're not, and this is probably the funniest scene in the game. So they didn't use a tomato and did themselves to full health for phase 2. Meta Knight doesn't want you to see him eat the tomato because he does not like showing his actual face.
Oh, that's too good. I love it.
Yeah, so he turns around and it's kind of adorable.
He is shy, okay? If nothing else, we all learned during COVID that it's not okay to take your mask off when there's potential for danger.
It's true. I wear my mask at home sometimes. Usually when I'm cooking.
Alright, and now we have our attack from Chapter 3. But he's gonna die way faster than that.
I like how somehow Meta Knight gets caught up in that attack even though he was clearly in the background.
Yeah, he was away and just, oh no, my liege has fallen. I must fall with him.
Yeah, Piccolo brings up a good point. Like, Meta Knight is just Kirby Mandalorian. So it's a religious thing then that nobody can see his face.
Now technically, you would think, okay, that's it, the game is over, you've got the credits. There's a 5th chapter. Yes, that was the credits, but it was not the credits.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of estimate left.
There is. So welcome to Chapter 5. It is as long as the rest of the game. It is a giant 50-floor gauntlet, and we have limited retries, and that doesn't sound safe at all, does it? Because, oh no, if you fall 3 times, you have to start from the very beginning of the chapter.
But it's the partners who shook the heavens.
But this is why we're going to go for Fighter. Fighter is surprisingly safe most of the time. I say surprisingly, probably not that surprising. This is the part of the run that I typically call the online Street Fighter experience. But you know how it is. You find that one Ryu player that's just kind of like, just spams Hadokens all the time. You know, this.
Well, I mean, speaking as a Fireball player, not necessarily Ryu, if you can't deal with the Fireball spam, that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, but basically, Fighter Kirby is a Shoto character. And we're gonna want charge speed as soon as we see it. Right now, it's not different. It hasn't different as it yet. Don't worry. We'll see it soon enough, with any luck.
Yeah, those are the moments I appreciate that my characters in fighting games tend to have anti-fireballs.
So for now, we're just gonna have our extra damage on Banana D whenever he shows up. That's still useful.
So why do we keep Hammer for the buddy?
Pretty much from this point onward.
Yeah, but why do we keep?
Hammer just does a lot of damage. So it's just something to make the buddy kind of as good as we can make him. And I'm glad I moved from that.
I mean, we've seen what Buddy can do. They go hard.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same deal here. Buddy goes hard with Hammer, and that's the main thing. We want the Buddy to just do as much damage as they can, and also keep the enemies away from us. Oh, I didn't want to grab that. That's a misinput. That's fine. I wanted the auto guards there, but that's okay. Unfortunately, we're still not getting quick charge yet, so that's a little bit of a problem. It's fine though.
How many quick charges do you want?
At least one. At least one, but preferably a lot.
What's the charge ability for this Kirby? Is it the bunch of flying kicks?
No, it is this move here, and it's going to take a very long time to actually come out. That move covers a lot of ground, does a lot of damage, and nobody, let's just say the opponents don't like it at all.
So it's the Mewtwo charge special. Got it.
Unfortunately, these two are being a little bit problematic. Alright, that works. Sure, just give me the item which will hit them there. Thanks. That could have gone better. So how long before the game gives me what I need?
It'll do it right now.
It is giving me attack, which is good, but not what I wanted.
Look, the game knows what you really need.
The game knows what I need, and the game has a desire sensor.
Oh no, we mentioned Monster Hunter, so now the Desire Center has been added as a DLC for this game.
Added as a hot fix, of course. You know how it is.
I love the sound effects, the satisfying thwud when you hit with the punch.
It's very good.
Yeah, for now, we're basically stuck with smash, punch, spam, and that's about it right now.
You know, if that's all you need, that's all you need.
Trust me, it is not what we do not want this going forward if we can help it.
But it's what you need. It may not be what you want, but it's what you need.
Not the attack I need, but not the attack I wanted, but the attack I needed.
The game knows it's trying to throw you a bone.
Okay, this is actually taking a bit. Usually I see it by now.
That's how RNG works.
Yep, that is the Kirby Fighters experience. You do what you can, and if the game decides you're not getting this thing, you just kind of have to deal with it.
Look, the good news is, due to the law of very large numbers, you are likely to probably maybe see it by the end of the tower.
That
I
makes
would like
sense.
to. I would like to see it before floor 17.
Does something happen on 17?
17 is rough. If there's anywhere where you really want the charge speed, it is floor 17.
You're gonna get it right now.
We'll see about that.
Trust.
Nope. More attack
You
flow.
didn't trust. You didn't trust.
Yes, that's on you, really.
Damn, you got me. Oh yeah, also we fight every boss that we have fought twice. So these are on floors 6, 12, 25, 30, 40, and 45.
Is it gonna do the stompy attack?
It is, in fact, going to do the apple attack first.
All I'm hearing is they are scripted attacks, and therefore it will probably do the stompy attack. Stompy attack! I don't know why that animation makes me so happy.
Buddy, please, yeah, good buddy. I honestly thought the buddy was going to get hit by the second one.
Nah, Buddy knows what's up.
Yeah, sometimes the buddy is smart and gets out of the way. Other times the buddy dies to a train twice in a row.
Look, just remember, this Buddy has grinded this game as much as you have.
Alright, finally.
They are experts.
Alright, now for the fun to begin. So, now our strat changes that we have literally any charge speed. We just don't want 0.
Is charge speed kind of our preferred upgrade right now?
Yes.
Oh no.
And
We're
this...
that player.
Yes, and now it is time to be that player. I said this was the Street Fighter Ryu experience, and this is in fact the Street Fighter Ryu experience.
Hadouken, 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 Hadouken.
In fact, if we really want to, if we want to pepper in other attacks, we've got, you know, the Tatsumaki, we've got the Shoryuken.
Not the Tatsumaki Seppuku. Not the bees.
Not the bees. No. But yeah, the ideal situation is we stay way off in the corner. Now we want to be in the corner. The goal is to keep them away from the corner.
We're playing the poke character.
Dewey decided to not get into the corner. That's not where I want him.
Good snipe.
And, you know, sometimes we have a little Tatsumaki as a trait. As you do.
Look, we have Ryu at home. We don't need to bring we don't need to buy a Tatsumaki. We've got it already.
Yeah, we very much have Ryu at home now.
And now we have more fireballs.
Yeah, the solution to chapter 5. How do you make this less risky? Because you have limited retries, and you start it all over if you fail 3 times. Yeah. Hear me out. What if they can't get close enough to hit me? And what if the buddy just sings? What if the buddy just wants to sing his favorite song?
Sometimes you just have to scream into the void. Sometimes the void screams back and deals damage to nearby enemies.
I don't have anything for that one. That one was good.
I'm glad to be of service.
Sometimes the void stream's bad. I think that's my favorite description for Mike Kirby now.
Okay, this enemy's too good at dodging. We need to fix that.
I think they forgot how to dodge all of a sudden.
It's because they can't see you behind that ice block.
But what do you mean it's going through the ice? Please respect the void as Magic Lore gets unlocked. The void, the last thing being respected now is the void.
More attack stone, always good.
Yeah, at this point, our priorities are charge speed for obvious reasons. More fireballs mean more damage. Means more. I don't have to stay. I just stay where I am at. More attack means more fire. The fireballs do more hurty. Okay, this is a problem. I need them to move.
And Dynablade here to help.
I'm not sure about help, but she is proven to be a good wall.
We are here to help. She is here doing good work.
I am dead.
No.
So that can happen sometimes. We're fine.
You have little ghosty friend.
Yeah, but the little ghosty friend is still KO'd until revived. Yeah, so sometimes that can happen.
It's okay. Sometimes that happens, and we're just gonna come back and do better. Hey, look, we're stealing from more IPs. We're gonna do the Super Saiyan thing and just come back stronger. Oh, now you're just beating them up.
Yeah, until the yo-yo decided they were done with that idea. There we go.
And now you get the fun dance.
So yeah, there unfortunately there is a chance this run can just die. Hopefully that doesn't happen. It usually doesn't. I'm gonna take the buddy skill up because we are going to want it.
Let's go, buddy.
It is time for the buddy to actually fight.
Buddy about to do work.
Buddy's hopefully gonna do work, and also I wish I had boss badges because this fight will take a little bit, but that's okay.
I think you grabbed one.
Oh, I have one. I would prefer 2 at this point, but that's fine. 1 is fine.
Oh, the kick flips.
Yeah, you know, flash it sometimes as you do.
Tony Hawk's Pro Fighter.
Okay, good. Didn't want them to hit me.
I love the little tantrum animation. Oh, you're not convincing me. That's not Mega Man 8's
He's fine.
Fire Sword.
See, buddy is fine. No, never better. Ish.
Buddy's here to do work.
He is, but he's also hurting a bit.
Not anymore. And then auto heal sticker is just a heal between every fight.
Yeah, it gives you more healing per fight. So each one of those adds another 30. So now we heal 90 per fight.
That's a good amount. That's almost the entire bar.
Yeah, until we get more health. Preferably, one other thing we want to get during this chapter is the cursed attack range, which will be yet more risk. So the upside is that it gives us double attack. Like whatever our attack score is, double it, and that's what we have. The
Like
downside,
taken.
no, the downside is that it cuts your health to 1/3 of its original max.
Oh no.
So if we drop it right now, instead of 100 health, we will have 34 health. And that means we can die very, very quickly. I'm going to grab the charge speed because we're still running really low on that, and we're getting close to the really scary floor. We were getting close to the floor that is going to be a problem. And trust me, it always identifies as a problem. So I just did a full content. So floor 17 copies whatever you and your buddy are using. So for example, if say I have fighter and hammer, they're going to be fighter and hammer. They have HP that is closer towards the latter half of the chapter. You are still given the same 1 minute 30 to deal with them. I need you to come down.
I didn't even notice there was a timer this whole time. You've just been killing everything so fast.
Yeah, there is a timer on every battle, and if it runs out, you lose. That's it. If it runs out, you lose.
Has not come up, so I didn't notice.
It has never actually come up.
Hey, attack 3.
It has never come up once, thankfully, but it has been a concern in that floor. Also, when the time gets really low, the Buddy Blaster does show up. That can also save you in a really tight spot in that particular floor. But by the time that shows up, the Buddy is also probably dead. Yeah, so sometimes they can also be described as weird Looney Tunes-esque moments. Like a rocket hitting them point blank and just that, and then the fight right then and there. Also, okay, good. Now we're fine.
Quick charge 3.
Now we're good. Now we're good. That'll help us out a lot. So it was coming out kind of quickly before, but like it seemed like a reasonable rate. Nothing too bad. Nothing too great. Perfectly average. Here's what it's gonna do now.
That is significant.
And it only gets more disgusting from here. That is the worst possible luck.
No, buddy. I will never be sad upon hearing that music.
We're fine. Yeah, we hate it when that happens because we can't do anything and they're invincible.
It's fine though. You full healed.
Yeah, that's the upside. And now we have floor 17. Surprisingly an okay one, but as you can see, fighter and hammer just like us. They have 550 health. Again, closer towards sort of the latter half. But they're very much overtuned and meant to be kind of like a mid-boss. Because there's just so many floors between the next two.
I was honestly expecting it to be a Shadow Kirby.
Nope, that is floor 25 instead. And unfortunately, our damage could be a little bit better. Okay, we got rid of one of them.
Buddy.
The buddy actually, to be fair, the buddy did that. They put the Gordo there.
The buddy's been doing work for a while now. Buddy has earned their respect.
But Buddy went down for that, but Buddy did that where they couldn't escape easily. And the CPU doesn't always know how to get out. So they just kept jumping into the Gordo, which was very convenient. Also, we got Candy early on, which made things a lot less scary. That even for like the world record run, they actually lose in that floor. So no, floor 17 is just very rough. It's a meme.
Is that just kind of the danger point and the rest of the run is smooth sailing, or do we have more concern
It
points?
is usually smooth sailing until it isn't. Emphasis on until it isn't, because things can and will go wrong. And we're just hoping it doesn't. But as far as like big choke points, we're safe now.
So what are the power-ups we're cheering for? Are we just hoping for a charge and then attack the whole way through?
Largely that. Buddy Badger's also good because again, triple damage. Eventually we hit a point where we one-shot those if we have them. Health caps at 999. Built up strong enough, our attacks are doing like 1200 to them. Also, I'm sorry. Excuse me while I, get rid of that beam.
I'm digging the cheerleader.
I apologize. I'm sorry. Every time I see a beam enemy, my thoughts are just, there can only be one. And last I checked, that was me. I know. I'm not using beam in this. That's look, we have to go fast, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it would be a good incentive for other things. Oh yeah, also hustle stage. So I said we have a minute 30. No, we have 30 seconds. They have less health, but we have 30 seconds.
I mean, it's fine. We have Buddy, and Buddy's doing work.
Yeah, also 30 seconds is surprisingly generous at a certain point.
Buddy needs 10.
What if I said that's not the fastest I've done one of these? The fastest I've done any of these is around 1.5 seconds.
That is pretty fast.
That is called Gooey try to attack with the burn and dash and to not beat Fireball. Okay, I need his whip to get away from me, please.
Are the stage modifiers random, or do you always get the same modifiers at every level?
They are random. They are random. Pretty much the if I remember the full list, they are enemy attacks are brutal, which means they will do more damage. Deadly hazard, which means hazards do double damage. Speedy mech, which means hazards are twice as fast. Speedy stage, which means everyone has the speed buff for the entire stage, and then hustle stage, you have 30 seconds. And then the rest of them are just like oops all of an item, like say all gourd. The only item are Gordo balls. The only item are ice containers, and that's just all it is. Just or like you could see all explosives, which funny enough, that rocket does not count.
What?
The firework rocket is not an explosive, turns out.
But
I know. I agree. It should count. But the game says, no, that is not one.
Game, you're wrong.
I probably should grab the health, but we're fine for the moment until I get curse attack range if it shows up. Emphasis on if the rings are, I think they're labeled rare, so they don't show up as frequently as the others. My choice is stuff like the buddy still up. That is actually a super rare, and those show up even less often.
Can you get more than one buddy skill up?
No, you only get one. Okay, I need this fighter to stop jumping. There we go, thank you.
Buddy would be too powerful with more than one skill up.
But Buddy's still up with times 2. It would just be the Buddy has actually got a controller of their own now.
It's Secret Boss Akuma Buddy.
Okay, actually that sounds kind of awesome. When can I get that?
When you get the second Buddy skill up.
So the game doesn't let any more spawn after the 1.
Well, then I've got bad news for you.
We have Akuma at home. Akuma at home.
We have Akuma at home.
I'm not sure what counts as Akuma at home, but we have Akuma at home.
It's Buddy skill up with a fighter power up, or the power up for fighter.
Sadly, the CPU is not as good about actually doing the attack. And do we not too close? It's fine. Everyone is fine. They're just play fighting. Don't worry about it.
Dynablade.
Oh hey, Dynablade's back. Okay, so now it's time for Shadow Kirby. Upside, because of the way things are gone, we'll actually probably get to hear a good bit of the music this time. It's actually a really good track. I like what they did for this one.
I'm okay with this.
But yeah, one boss badge. I've managed to go again to like 4 into 30s before I see one of these, and that was a very unfortunate time.
Someone needs to tell Shadow Kirby it's rude to dodge this much.
Yeah, that's just Shadow Kirby. They are actually quite smart.
Shadow Kirby, please, please. Don't be rude. Shadow Kirby, please. Stay away.
I'm gonna... Buddy held it too long. Bright side, we did get to hear the full sound loop.
Charge that fireball so fast. That is like genuinely Ryu amounts of spam.
And that's just the slow amount. That's the slow amount. For anyone that hasn't seen this, wait till we eventually get something like 500 charge or more. It gets wild. Also, no Curse of Tatooine yet, which is fine. Normally that doesn't like showing up until the second half anyway.
Look, we have Cursed Attack Ring at home. We got an attack up. It's fine.
It's not even Curse of Tatooine at home. That's more like, you asked for Curse of Tatooine and somebody misheard you. And plus got a handle on as it turns out.
I mean, you got the free 2-for-1 with the electric attacks there, so... So do those fighter points do anything? Just increase the fighter rank? Which we don't care about anymore?
They generally just unlock things. At around this point is actually when we're just mostly unlocking cosmetics now. Cosmetics and maybe more stones. There's actually levels you don't get during the run. Like there's level 4s that actually eventually start showing up. There's level 5s, but those are cursed ones. They actually you lose half of your current health for that.
So what I'm hearing is there is such a thing as a run where all you get is cursed items, and you're just sitting there.
There is,
HP, but a bajillion attack, a bajillion charge speed, and everything else.
There is, but it's not likely.
High risk, high reward.
No, I meant likely in terms of showing up, not in terms of you surviving, but that's also not very likely either. Because, oh, there it is. Okay, it is now time for Kirby to, really start doing damage. I know, we were doing good damage before. Now it is, now we are going to do a lot.
So does it also cut any future HP we gain in a third?
No, it is a one-time drop.
Does it multiply any future attack we get?
Yes, they are doubled from that point onwards. Also, that was unfortunate. Wrestler is good. Wow, that was, that sucked. Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen again, because
You have 1 life left, and that's all you need.
I hope it's all I need, because this run is dead otherwise.
Nah, I believe.
Okay.
There we go. Good job.
Okay, we're fine now. Kind of.
A little bit of quiet time. That's all we needed. Just a little bit of quiet time.
This is why Speedy Sage is scary. Because stuff like that can also happen. This got very close to just being over. Okay, yeah, give me this right now. We need it.
Okay, that's fair. You earned it.
Okay, this should be simpler, and plus we have to auto heal to get us back up. So as long as the water isn't too rough, we're gonna be fine. If anything, we might want to play it a little bit safe, grab a little more health just to make sure the stuff like that doesn't happen again.
Fireball versus water, Kirby. Yeah, we're fine.
Well, I mean, water evaporates.
Exactly. So we're just gonna end up with Steam Kirby afterwards.
Yes. You know that ability from Kirby 64 with fire and ice where Kirby just kind of does like a little spin, and it becomes ice and it melts? Yeah, it's just that.
I never
it's just
played
that
Crystal
now.
Shards.
You should. You should, it's good.
I remember seeing it growing up and being like, I want to play that game.
By the way, we still only have one boss badge.
Yes, more breadsticks. Fire is indeed super effective against water. That's how it works. Pokemon got it wrong and you're not convincing me otherwise. It's like not technically fire. It's a fireball. It's different.
It's close enough. It's close enough. Actually, the fun part is that the attack is considered fire. The attack actually is considered fire, so that's a fun realization. Also, we're going to finally grab this. Because we have been hurting for boss badges this whole time. We still haven't got, we only got the one.
How much damage up for bosses is it?
I don't know the percentage. I just know it amplifies it. That's it.
Mucho more damage?
Yeah, the more of those we have, the better the amplification. And with 4, we do truly disgusting amounts of damage to bosses.
Truly distressing?
Also distressing amounts. Also distressing. And that the bosses will be very distressed about it. Finally.
More boss.
Finally, it only took until floor 32.
Squeaky wheel gets the oil. All I'm gonna say.
That wheel has gone from squeaky to it is actually squeaky if you so much as look at it funny. And they still was just like, I don't want to give it any oil. What if I run out of oil?
You have to say it louder and more often. That'll get it to spawn more.
By the way, remember we have a thing for Magolor that says it does triple damage? That is the result. That is the result. Magolor does not stand any longer. Yeah, we're good on charge. I'm gonna get more attack right now.
Oh, I love that archer skin.
Oh yeah, that one's, yeah, there's actually some really good skins, and it's a shame you don't see them for a while.
It's so good. The little like cyberpunk archer thing. Okay, we hurt.
So the buddy does a lot.
Buddy's been doing work. I've been cheering Buddy on this whole time.
Yeah, you thought Fighter.
Buddy.
Yeah, you thought Fighter with 500 charge speed was kind of a lot. No, Hammer with 500 charge speed and Hammer Flip is I don't want to be anywhere near that.
I don't know, I doubted Buddy in the beginning, but I'm a believer. I've converted. Buddy is worth it. Buddy does good work.
But Buddy is good until he isn't, and honestly, most of the time they're fine. Thank you for keeping the bell further away from me.
I don't know. There has been at least one stage where Buddy actively is the reason you win.
You mean like that one where Buddy just decided, I'm gonna hammer flip you now?
I regret to inform you, you have been promoted to Buddy. Buddy is now the main character.
Hatch.
Buddy got tired of being the Buddy. They are now the Kirby.
Buddy is tired of being Buddy. Now I'm the one who's holding the Mad Cat's controller.
You are now the escort mission.
Love to see it.
I feel attacked.
No, Buddy's just like, no, we're here to speedrun, okay? I gotta go fast. I've got a PB to set. I've got a world record to get. Buddy is out for blood.
I am no longer Buddy. I want power.
Buddy has world records to set. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, unfortunately, considering how things are gone, I don't think that's happening. Not today, anyways.
That's not up to you. That's up to Buddy.
Crap, you're right. It is. This is a Buddy. Yeah, this is a Buddy respecting household. We do respect Buddy in this house. I mean, sometimes Buddy does things that he shouldn't, and gets into some very unfortunate situations.
Buddy has to do what Buddy has to do.
But Buddy has a good heart. A good heart and a sturdy hammer.
Hey, some of the level 4s.
Yeah, we start seeing level 4s here, but the mid ones that are important don't really show up till now. Till Fervor. By the way, shout outs to Sweet Squad and the cute little Dero chat. Like, they even made the whip look like the triple star, which honestly, I'm here for that.
Dodged into the fireball.
They're here for a good time, not for a long time.
They saw Buddy and they knew their days were numbered.
So I would like to inform you that we are now around 650 charge speed.
Yeah, we go fast. We go fast now.
It was already going fast. It's about to go even a little bit faster.
I'm pretty sure you're Hadoukening faster than Ryu does in most Street Fighter games.
Yeah. See, I feel like this is the point when Capcom would be like, okay, this is too much. Please stop.
There is no stopping. There is only attack. They get to choose death by fireball or death by Buddy. There is no alternative.
Kirby has just like in Sweet Spot, has woken up and decided to make things freelance problem for a bit.
Kirby woke up and chose violence today.
By the way, the undefeatable yo-yo is certainly a title to have.
That's my new garage band name?
The undefeatable yo-yo.
DDD agrees. He came in just to cheer that idea on.
Sometimes they don't want to cooperate, so sometimes we have to take the fight to them. And I get it. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't want to be around all those fireballs. That looks like a painful experience. I'd want to run. Opponent titles are random. And they are, as far as I can tell, just flavor. So it's stuff like the half-baked, let's say the half-baked fighter, the ordinary parasol, the honest Mandalore. He is not honest.
Oh no, but you hurt. I'm seeing that damage go up. I'm seeing that health go down.
Yep, and that is Duo Edge with entirely too much charge speed and an attack amount that no Kirby game will ever see again. Until Forgotten Land with attack buffs. Let me correct that. Forgotten Land with attack buffs. Because Toy Hammer in that game hits like a truck.
I'm pretty sure with like 1 or 2 more boss badges, you just start one-shotting the bosses.
The bosses have too much health, unfortunately, so no, we cannot do that. It would be funny if you could. It would be very funny if you could, but that is not possible. Shoutouts to Dewey for doing the same strat that usually ends in that outcome. Dewey likes to challenge Fireball with Fireball, and most of the time, the Fireball doesn't. His Fireball doesn't win. I don't really need any of these. I'm just gonna mash A here.
The fake Magalore.
Yeah, also the fake Magalore. We have Magalore at home. Alternately, it is the Wish.com Magalore. I don't know.
Oh no, the Wish.com Magalore. Unfortunately, Wish.com Magalore is returned to sender now. Delivery rejected.
Well, yeah, it didn't even the item we got didn't even look like the thing in the picture.
You ordered a chair and you got something for a Barbie.
I ordered a chair, but instead of like a chair, I got like
the little Pizza Hut tables.
Yeah, well, yeah, one of those little Pizza Hut table things you put in the middle of the pizza.
The ultimate parasol. I think you're gonna need something a little bit more than a parasol on a volcano planet.
The better part is that is an alternate hat for it, which is just a paper parasol.
On the lava world.
Yeah, paper parasol, lava. I'm more impressed that they thought that would work. I don't know, if I took a paper parasol into a volcano, I'm pretty sure it would just burn up the second I stepped foot in there. Also, shoutouts to the Mighty Bell and the Phenomenal Bomb. Honestly, the titles are kind of a highlight of this, because it's very funny to see what comes from it. And also, I didn't mention this before, shoutouts to Air Ride.
Air Ride's fantastic, yes. But if you ever need a new band name, this game's got you covered.
Exactly. But no, the reason I say that, you might recognize those boxers from City Trial.
Yeah, I did.
We do not care about that range. So that range makes it where enemies cannot revive. But it also makes it where you can't revive. No one becomes a ghost.
Okay, but also your charge is up to 650.
Yes, but if I go down, I cannot get back up. Period.
Yes, you didn't grab the ring though. You just unlocked it as a grabbable.
That's why we don't care about it. We will not be grabbing it.
Oh god, that is so fast. That is disturbingly fast. That's just unkind.
And that's Shadow Kirby 2. Fighter Dart Burr.
Shadow Kirby 2, Electric Kirby Lou.
Electric Kirby Lou. Okay, you know what? This pun point, these puns have been on point.
I have one job. You brought me here to vibe and pun, so I am here to vibe and pun.
You've done exactly as desired. Exactly as advertised. But yeah, we're on the final 5 floors. This is the we also did different music. We have like a whole... It's actually a really long track. But it starts over like Dangerous Dinner from Return to Dreamland, and then it eventually goes off into Dark Star from Kirby 64, but we had to be quick about our menuing, so you never get to hear more than like the first little bit of it. It's kind of unfortunate. It's actually a really good song.
Oh, Gooey's about to get wrecked.
Deadly Hazard. Honestly, Gooey's in trouble no matter what the source is. Because if it's the hammer, it's probably going to take him out. If it's me, it's going to probably take him out. If it's the hammers from the stage, boy, do I have some bad news for everyone here.
And those are all kind endings compared to dealing with Buddy.
Smash Punch.
I don't know what's scarier, the Hadouken spam or Buddy.
Yes.
There's no winning scenario for the enemies now.
Not really, unless they get very lucky on their attacks.
Heroic Yo-Yo. I think I watched that anime.
I'm not familiar. It does sound like a
Could be an anime name.
And that's the beetle going into the train, as you do.
Sorry if I'm going quiet at the end of each stage. I just really want to hear that music. That chime. It's just pure happiness. $700 attack with the cursed attack ring.
Yeah, so it's actually 1400.
Ouch. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's 1400. Ouch. I have had as high as around a total of like 1800. And stuff kinda just doesn't stick around for long. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Buddy.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Buddy doing the work. Buddy staying alive to save the day.
That is the closest we've seen all run. That almost ended horribly.
Buddy's
that would have been tragic if that happened.
Buddy's got you.
Buddy has been an absolute savior of this run.
You love to see
3 cheers for Buddy.
All right, final boss. So this is actually 2 phases. And it's time to remove the pin on DD. Doesn't get possessed until he does. You'll understand in a second.
I look forward to reading all the Buddy fanfiction about how they're the new savior of the world. except they don't know how to dodge, apparently.
That attack, not really. Alright, that's phase 1. Meta Knight actually loses his mask here.
Oh no.
So DDD's got him. DDD's got him. So there's a mask.
DDD being a pal?
Unfortunately, these are cursed. So now they are possessed. Now they are possessed.
What? Final smashes? Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, good. They actually went away from me, so I didn't have to try to dodge it. Time will not be on last hit. It'll actually be when the Buddy Blaster will show up after this fight, and time will be when that gets unified. So yeah, this is also probably the shortest possession in the series because we just kind of knocked it out of them real quick. Oh no, the buddy did her flip again.
Buddy.
Time.
Buddy needed to show off one last time.
And there's the mass, so they're safe again. And they're blasting off again. I am surprised we got through that because there was a couple spots where that run almost died.
Nah, you had it.
I was expecting when things went like they did on 49, just like, oh no, the buddy has 3 health, I'm down.
The combined might of Sol and Buddy was too much for this game.
Yeah, and the game really tried to stop me.
It tried, but it failed.
Also, shoutouts to the really sad walk of shame from DDD. Just kind of sad that he lost.
Aw, poor DDD.
That final part, I actually in my splits I have that called, and they were co-bosses. And they were boss mates.
Oh.
Amazing.
The music is nice though.
You love to see.
Yeah, it's also a good track.
All right. Wow. Dang. That's 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 6 seconds, give or take, because the timer was goofed.
That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad for this run.
Yeah, again, the timer was goofed for a little bit, but I digress.
Yeah, so probably like a 2:04.
Yeah, might need to be retimed if you're curious about the exact time. Anyways, Sol, where can we find you?
So you can find me at twitch.tv/BeamQueenSol. I do a lot of Kirby and other platforming speedruns. But I do dabble in other things here and there. Like I'm also learning another game for another event. I'm actually running this game for an event that we're holding during the weekend called K-Star, the Kirby series Time Attack Relay. This is a thing that we in the Western and the Japanese communities actually come together to do. We're not doing this final chapter in that, but it is but it's a pretty decent time. We actually did a race of this pretty recently too, but anyways, you can see, Twitch, on there you can find me on Twitch, let's say BeamQueenSol. I pretty much go by that on other places like Twitter, Blue Sky. I go by the same thing there. Otherwise, it's if you want to learn this run, definitely feel free to join the community. We'd be happy to have you. But what about you, Alara? Where can we find you?
I hang out in a whole bunch of places. You can usually find me as Alara Cutie, be it here on Twitch. You can find me under the same name on Twitter. You can find me under the same name on Blue Sky. Also, if you're not busy on Saturday and you're curious about becoming a VTuber, we're doing a VTuber 101 class. So if you are a femme or in any way want to be part of the Lady Arcaders community, feel free to come join us and enjoy that little class. It's going to be a blast.
All right, excellent. So thank you both again for the showcase and for hanging out and participating in the Unhinged chats. Everyone else, don't go too far. You have a little bit of last-minute housekeeping to take care of, have some last-minute announcements, and then we'll go find someone to raid. So, again, sit tight for a minute while you wrap some stuff up backstage, and I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. Alright, that's another attract mode in the books. Thank you again, Sol and Alara, for that showcase and for the comms, and also to NBZ and Fox for running everything backstage. And like I said, we do have our usual housekeeping at the end, so bear with me for a couple minutes. If you did miss the intro and you're not entirely sure what's going on, how you got here, hi, I'm Mina. We're the Lady Arcaders. We're an all-women's gaming collective open to any and all women in gaming. This is Attract Mode. It's our premiere show. We usually run this every Thursday evening, 9 p.m. and Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m., all times Eastern. Make sure you follow us here on Twitch, our Lady Arcaders socials on all the major sites, and our public Discord, Discord, to stay up to date on what we're doing. If you're a lady and you're an arcader, but you're somehow not already part of our group, you can find instructions on how to join our cozy private community in that Discord as well. And if you're not a girl gamer and you still want to follow us, that public Discord is open to everyone as well. No matter what, we appreciate any and all support. If you want to submit something to Attract Mode, we are currently still trying to fill out the last few slots that we have available for the month of May. So if you have something in mind, get on it. Send it on in. As long as it's gaming related, we're interested in hearing about it, and we might be able to get you in. We posted speedruns, lore deep dives, discussions about the careers of the artists behind the games, Cough Cough, my own series on the FM, and arts and crafts, a whole lot of different stuff. You can find more information on getting a submission in at ladyarcaders.com/start. In addition to Attract Mode, we also are currently taking submissions for one of our major marathon events, the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase. That's going to be happening this year, July 25th to the 28th, and we're raising funds for CARE. Much like Attract Mode, doesn't have to be a speedrun. I've submitted my usual round of rhythm games, and I'm sure there's going to be some other stuff that's not speedruns as well. So if you're not a speedrunner, but you have something that might be fun to show off, show it off. There, maybe. Submit. The submissions are closing soon, Sunday, May the 5th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So you've got a little bit of time still to throw your showcase in or to volunteer. Make sure you head on over to do that. It looks like they've posted the information there in the chat. If you somehow missed that in the last 5 seconds, !LASS for details. And speaking of volunteers, we're always accepting applications to help us with the day-to-day operations behind the scenes. Right now, in particular, we're looking for people to help with curating our clips, which you can see happening right now on the TV. We are looking for people to help with editing videos to go onto YouTube. And we always need help with the tech team, so restreaming, tech checkers, stage managers. If you're interested in helping out with any of that, !volunteer in the chat will bring up a link to our application. Our next Attract Mode will be on Sunday the 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern. That will be the return of one of my favorite series that we showcased, which is the first playthrough races. This time around it's going to be Quacksilver, and we are going to be throwing NBZ and Alice and 8-Bit into the ocean to go cephalopod head to cephalopod head in one of my favorite games, Octodad, Dadliest Catch. If you've never seen it before, it's absolutely hilarious. It's hard to really describe it. Think Shenmue, but if Bennett Foddy made it. So you've got the intentionally clunky controls combined with a walking simulator. So if you like Shenmue, if you like getting over it, if you like to buy, you don't want to miss that one. So make sure to tune in Sunday, 2 p.m. And then, last but not least, me. I'm Mina. Again, hi. glad you're here with us tonight. Glad you're still here. If you're interested in what I'm up to, hearing more of my lovely voice and opinions, probably with slightly more profanity, I'm here on Twitch. You can find me at Mina Angura here. Mostly stream rhythm games and variety content focused around other niche games and genres. 1 p.m. Eastern is typically when I start. I also run on the FM here on Attract Mode every couple weeks, do deep dives into the various aspects of rhythm games. And in the future, might have some stuff that might need a little bit of audience participation, so join the Discords to keep an eye out for that, wink wink. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm not sure why, but I'm under some variation of Mina Angura everywhere. Birdsite, YouTube, all that jazz, except Blue Sky. Blue Sky, it's mina.iidx.pro. And I'm also active behind the scenes with the Lady Arcaders. I do a lot of stuff for the tech team. So if you ever volunteer or you submit a showcase with us, you'll probably get to work with me at some point. So, yeah. That's it for Attract Mode, friends, for this week. We're going to raid Jaracandra, one of our other Lady Arcaders, and it looks like she is running some Chrono Trigger. I'm not sure what exactly she's doing. I know the last time I watched her, she was routing out any % Vortex start, I think is the name of the category that she's trying to make happen, which is kind of interesting. It's a save manipulation thing. So get your copy pastas ready. Nightbot just sourced it out. And that's all we have for you. Again, from me, Mina, the rest of the Lady Arcaders team, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Remember, take care of yourselves. Be excellent to each other. I'll see you in the next one.